Bunge power. Before I hand over the mantle of chairmanship to the next person, I would like to take this opportunity to damage some ignorance in the heads of some of us who still believe that this government has something in store that is better than what they have seen. I want to tell you that we have a government that is very peculiar and anomalous at the same time. The government that is doing things the other way around. Tuliambiwa bottom up hatukuamini. Sasa kila kitu ina happen bottom up. Upside down priorities. One of the things I want to highlight is this. The economy does not work on television screens. It works in the people's pockets. The other day I saw we have a report from the cabinet sitting telling Kenyans that now the economy is doing well. Ati sasa wabunge waziri lazima wakae ndo waamue kama economy inafanya ama haifanyi. Coming to us and telling us that now you should calm down kwa sababu unga imepungua bei. Wakati unauliza mambo ya education, unga imeshuka. Ukiuliza mambo ya security, unga imeshuka. Ukiuliza mambo ya barabara, unga imeshuka. Mimi nimuulize, wewe mtoto akifukuzwa school fee unapeleka unga kwa shule? Barabara zikiharibika, do you go around splashing unga kwa barabara zikuwe mzuri? Life does not just revolve around unga. There are things that are more pertinent than unga. Unga is not even an achievement a government should be parroting about every time they get a chance to speak to a microphone. Unga is very basic. Any government should make sure kwamba unga inapatikana. But we have development that we need as a country. We are speaking about almost every sector being in shambles. The education system is in problems. And that is one of the reasons I want to tell you that tribalism will not help you, will not bring you any benefit. Citing a problem in Moi University. When we remember, we had a very progressive leader who wanted to grow Moi University. But Mandago, I will not be afraid to mention names because the information is in the public domain. And the most learned member of parliament in this country, Oscar Sudi, mobilized the whole Eldoret. I hear it is now called a city without a flyover. To march through the Moi University and tell them that Professor Laban Ayiro should not be a vice chancellor because he's not a local. The most disqualification Laban Ayiro had is because he could not speak Kalenjin. Wakamwambia yeye si mkale kama sisi, apake virako, aende. Wakatafuta a tribesman like them. Sijua anaitwa nani? Anaitwa nani? Kosigei. I am telling you, we have medical students in Moi University who have been there for 9 years and they have not graduated. And there is no hope of graduating. That is what you get for being tribal. Soon we will have a member of parliament who never stepped in the university planting maize in a university farm. Soon, that university will be reduced to a village polytechnic. And I hear the ruling party wants to build an academy where they will be training people. I have never heard anywhere in the world where a ruling party has an academy of teaching its ideologies to the citizens. Now, can you imagine your kid is seated in a UDA class? What will they be learning? Swindling, embezzlement, looting, thievery, how to abduct without being noticed. Now, those are the things people will learn in the UDA Academy. When the whole education sector is in shambles, the president is only thinking about building an academy for the people. A party that will know will be a skeleton of itself after 2007. I want to tell the Kenyan people to remember that so much is at stake that any Kenyan of goodwill who wants to leave this Kenya better than he found it, William Ruto must not be president beyond 2027. And all his cronies, they should be taken home. So we should vote with intention, deliberately. Objective number one, Ruto aende before we even think of who is coming in. Kwanza to achievement, ameenda, yes, then who has come? That will be the question. Saa hiyo usiniulize una support nani? Saa hii si support William Ruto. Mwenye na support ni tutajua hiyo maneno ikienda mbele. Sasa Citizen TV had gone in the rural areas to identify how is SHA working. Then we got a patient who needed dialysis. You know, when you are a patient of dialysis, you cannot pee without having gone through dialysis. Huwezi kojoa. Na kukojoa, those of us who got a chance to go to school, unajua ni kutoa toxins in your body. Urea, excess sugar, nini. So this, if you miss this kind of medical treatment, there will be an accumulation of toxins in your body. Imagine unimaginable pain. That old man was crying on live television. But no, we should not trust that old man and then trust a government spokesperson telling us SHA is working. We should not trust a JSS teacher who is complaining of salary, a graduate of education who has not got a job, but trust the president saying we have employed 46,000 teachers. A president who finds it very necessary to answer every question, speak about the details he does not have. Juzi nilimsikia akisema Nairobi River has employed 18,000 people. Mimi nataka niwaulize, sisi ndo tunafanyaga kazi kama hiyo ya mito, na sio sisi tumepewa kazi. One of the 18,000 hawezi hata kuwa hapa. Ama kuna mtu anafanya kazi kwa Nairobi River hapa. So the kind of lies that we get, a president's word, this is what Barack Obama said, a president's word should mean something. But today nimesikia ati president atakuwa na State of the Nation address. But I didn't know about it. Can you imagine the president akona State of the Nation address na sijui? Because I can predict almost 90% of what he will say. Ninajua siku hizi kila swali ukiuliza about jobs, the answer is constant. We have affordable housing going on. So a parent gets up and asks, I have my daughter who is a graduate of dietetics. Amefanya dietetics hapa KMTC. This daughter of mine needs a job. The president stands and said, we will have affordable housing. So, a graduate of dietetics anaenda kufunza mafundi nutrition. Another person comes and says, my son is a graduate of education. Ni mwalimu. President stands and says, we have affordable housing. Utaenda ufunze mafundi. Unajua, hatujasema kwamba affordable housing ni mbaya. But we need to employ everybody. We need a system that can accommodate everyone. A lawyer, a teacher, a mason, a plumber, everybody. hatuwezi pata kazi kwa hizo sekta zote through affordable housing. And how are we to trust this affordable housing? Is it even happening? And I want to tell Morara Kebaso to stop lying to Kenyans. You know, the president said that he moves with faith. Those of you who move by sight, you cannot see what he's doing. So you need some faith. So I want to tell Morara Kebaso, when you went to Diani, the place where the president said there is an affordable housing project going on, which had employed 2,000 Kenyans, and you found that it was empty. The problem is your faith. The project was going on. Underground. Nyumba zilikuwa zinajengwa. Sasa mahali ulikuwa umesimama chini, affordable housing ilikuwa inajengwa. Yaani tuko na serikali ambayo ili uone matendo yake unahitaji imani. Watu ambao hamuna imani, hii maneno hamtaona. Hamwezi ona. So I urge Kenyans to have some faith to see what Kenya Kwanza is capable of doing. Unajua, personally, mimi sijawahi stuka na zile vitu serikali imefanya. Personally. William Ruto has really met my expectation 100%. Because mimi sikutarajia afanye chochote. Sasa vile amekosa kufanya chochote, it's actually my expectation that he can't do anything. But William Ruto is only good at one thing. And for that I respect him. Anaweza kuconvince hata leo si date 19 na uamini. He can even tell you that person you call your mother is not actually your mother. Na kupe reasons of another woman being your mother and you will believe him. As I finish, before the honorable, agitated honorable member from Naribari Church speaks, as the Kenyan people, you must ask yourself this constant question. What is your interest in this political discourse that is going on? Wanasema siasa ni mchezo ya interest. Sasa wewe interest yako ni gani? Kama wewe interest yako Raila apate kiti ni sawa. Nimesikia wengine wakisema Raila lazima apate AU. It's an interest. I respect that. But mimi interest yangu, an environment that can support businesses, that you can open a business and it can thrive, that you can get return from your taxes. Hatuna shida na kutozwa ushuru, but unatoza ushuru ili ukafanye nini? I ask John Mbadi, you are proposing new tax measures, so what? Ndio nini ifanyike? Hata wakichukua kila kitu. Do you know that starting next year people will be taxed 49% of their salary and they will go home with 51. So technically the government is eating half your sweat. After eating half your sweat, you go home on a road riddled with potholes. You go to school and pay exorbitant school fees. You go to hospital, you pay from your pocket. And the government is eating half from your sweat. If that is not going to get you angry, then your central nervous system has a problem. As I finish, Mr. Speaker, I want to remind people who had forgotten that mimi sasa nitajaribu kusukuma mkora mwingine hapa Bungoma aende nyumbani. Kwa sababu ameongea tu sahini mara ngapi? Mara 3. A member of parliament by the name John Makali. You know, in my rural language, native language, Kibukusu, Makali means somebody with many words. Mtu akona maneno mingi. But yeye anaitwa Makali lakini akona maneno kidogo. Kwa parliament ameongea mara 3. Akipiga kura ya finance bill 2023, he just stood up and said yes and sat down. Year 2024, he said yes. Then another opportunity came ya kufuta Gachagua. Akaamuka akasema yes. So we want to say yes, he can go home. Thank you very much.